this. So we're gonna do a, let's go back to Gemini real quick. And Gemini says that we need to create, so we need to create, let's say we'll go to we'll go to, so we're going to skip the second topic. We're going to go, so we're going to do this segment, then we're going to go to Sora, right? We will go to 5 o'clock. We'll do a 5 o'clock and then we'll do Sora and then we'll wrap the show, right? So we need to generate a unique strong secrets for your env file. You can use a password manager or the command below to generate a secret. Run this for each. All right, so we're going to copy this one right here, right? Zoom in a little bit. I'm gonna copy this one and I'm gonna go over to, I'm really liking my transitions. I'll tell you this, right? I like the ones that I was using before, but these are something else, I tell you. Or I can, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep this open here. And I am going to say, give me a terminal. Let's see if that's going to work. Let's go here. We got one password. We're going to go up here and we're going to say Postgres password. Let's go I. Move this over a little bit. All right. What's going on here? Let's go here. Okay, we're gonna go delete that right here. My mic working? Okay, yep, it's working. All right, cool. Let's go delete this over here. Paste that. JWT token. Let's get rid of this one. My super secret password that I'm sharing with everyone, but we're gonna get rid of this anyways. So just testing and prototyping. So we got that. Any other one that I need to put in here? Your encryption. So we need a dashboard password. We got our service role key and on, I guess those could stay the same. I guess we can go to go here, dashboard password. Let's create another one. Let's do Techo drop for this dashboard username. We'll do another one. We will go to and we need one more. Let's get rid of that. And so you can change these to any Postgres database app. All right, so let's go to, I think these are okay. All right, so let's go with that. We're gonna go WQ. And so we saved it. Now we're gonna do a sudo docker compose up. And what is the error that we're getting now? Is invalid because name does not match any what? Docker sudo docker, it says the docker compose file. So ls it says the compose file docker compose yaml is invalid because the name does not match any of the name. You might be seeing this because you're using the wrong docker compose file. Okay, so sudo docker compose up -d. Unknown shorthand. All right, let's just do it like this for now, without the dash D. Unknown command Docker compose. What? We installed Docker compose, didn't we? Sudo app install docker.io. Yeah, Docker compose. Let me see. Docker compose. Up. Unknown command. Docker compose up. So you're either, all right, so it says you might be seeing this error because you're using the wrong compose file version. Either specify a supported version 2.2 or 3.3 and place the service definition under the services key, or omit the version key and place your service definition at the root of the file to use version 1. And while I'm doing this, right, while I'm working on this, while I'm figuring this out, start putting in the chat what type of video we should create with what type of video that we should create with Sora 2, right? Start putting in the chat now what to create with Sora 2. Let me see. It should be. Let's see. Vim Docker Compose. Usage start Docker Compose up with helpers. Docker Compose f dot Docker Compose stop destroy. Why isn't that starting though? Let's see. I don't know. Is that it? All right. Okay. So there's a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, there's a bunch. It should start. Let me see. Start Docker Compose up. All right. And it has a space. All right. So let's do Q. So Docker Compose up. So let's do this. Let's go back into Gemini for a second there. When I try to do, I'm getting the error unknown command in the droplet. Although I installed Docker Compose. When I, oh wait, I thought I switched. Right. When I type Docker Compose, I get this error. So let's see if we can get around this particular error that we're seeing. Let's see. Oh, that's gonna suck. All right, let me try that. So we want to do that for the environment file. All right, so vim.env. Let's see. They said for next public enable logs. I don't see that in here. All these are commented out. Oh my goodness. don't see that. Add quotes around the word true. At least that would be for any of them, right? That sucks. A recommend use a modern tool. Your system will likely have the modern version of Docker Compose. Simply use that command instead of a hyphen with the new standard. But when I do that, it says for some reason. I don't want it. I want the new Docker, right? So let me see. How can app get latest version of Docker Compose? I don't think I installed this one. Let's go over here. Unable to locate that package. Sudo apt get update. Let's go with that. It says doesn't know the command. Let's see. Let's see if we go to error Docker unknown Docker command. Let me see. Docker compose install Linux. This isn't a thing. Install the Docker Compose plugin. Even on their database here, they say sudo apt-get update, sudo apt-get Docker Compose plugin. How can you not find it? I'm gonna say all right. A Docker's official repository is not configured or updated. The Docker Compose plugin is usually provided by Docker's own apt-get. Okay. Oh my God. To resolve this, follow these steps. Set up Docker app repository. Let's do that. Just so much you got to do, I tell you. And then we're going to go over here. And then we're going to say then we're going to do this one. Oops. This one. And this one. And we're going to do this last one over here. Okay, now sudo apt update. And then we will do All right, now we got the Docker Compose plugin. Now can we do Docker Compose up? Ooh, look at that. Looky here. So we just have to get the latest version of Docker Compose. And then we're able to get it started. So now Supabase is getting started running locally, or running on, which that means we could also pull it in onto our local machine and run it from our local machine as well. So that's pretty cool. So once we have that, all right. So while this is doing its thing, let's go and take a look more at our documentation from Gemini. Let's go back over here, and it says, I wonder if I could. Wait a second. Docs. Let me see. All right. So once we do that, let's go back up here. And we have, so basically started, connect Lovable to your test environment. Your self-hosted Supabase instance is now running. You can now connect your Lovable application to it using project URL and then the drop it IP to here and on key of your generated, you generated in your env file. Okay. So domain name, so this is easy to set up. Caddy or Nginx, okay, that's fine. Backups, unlike the managed Supabase, you're responsible for backing up your self-hosted database. Maintenance, to update your self-hosted Supabase, you'll need to pull the latest from the GitHub repository and restart Docker containers. If we say or ask, I know it's 5. I have one more question for this. What about how could we? Oh, I'm trying to think. How could we keep the hosted Supabase in sync with the, which also, if that's the case, I could get a, well, how can we keep the hosted Supabase in sync with the, oh, I have a question. If I am running my own hosted Supabase, can I, can I set up multiple branches and no, multiple branches? Because like, if I can set up my own Supabase, I don't really need to. I can maintain it myself, I suppose, and do that maintenance instead of paying like all the. And I'm paying for it monthly. I can do it. Oh, I gotta think. I gotta think. Okay. Can I set up multiple branches and set up test environments that way without having to use the Supabase hosted? Also, am I able to sync my branches or sync my DigitalOcean self-hosted Supabase to with the hosted Supabase? All right, so while that's happening, we do have the Supabase up and running. We should be able to get to your droplets IP and port 8000. Droplets IP, private IP. Where's the public IP? Copy that. Port 8000. Do we have Ooh, no, there's no level there. All right, there's no Supabase there. Something looks like it failed. Let's see what Gemini had to say. Oh, it's not Gemini. This Gemini. It says that your best option, you cannot use Supabase branching feature on a self-hosted instance as it is a specific feature of their managed cloud platform. Additionally, there's no built-in tool to automatically sync a self-hosted DigitalOcean with a hosted Supabase project. They are treated as completely separate. However, you can absolutely achieve the outcome you're looking for by using standard database and Docker practices. Creating two test environments, the branching alternative. Okay, that makes sense. So you can do like test dot this application and dev dot this application. The branching or preview environments feature on Supabase Cloud is an infrastructure level tool that automatically spins up and tears down entire Supabase stacks for you. While you don't have that automated feature, you can replicate the results manually. Your best option is to run multi, and you can set up a CI/CD to do that as well, right? You can do it in your CI/CD pipeline. You could say spin up a Supabase instance with this information. This means you would need to repeat the process if you are ready to you already followed to set up your first self-hosted instance. Each instance would be complete, isolated environment with its own database, auth, and storage. Separate droplets, easiest to clean. Same droplet, different ports, more advanced. That could be done. Yeah, that could definitely be done. So a bigger droplet. Sync between, no, there's no sync button for schema migrations. This is the most important, the most common requirement, keeping your database structure across the same environments. The Supabase CLI is perfect for this. The typical workflow: develop, locally test, generate a migration file, use the Supabase with CLI to detect the changes and create a new SQL migration file, apply to production, link the CLI to your hosted Supabase production project, and apply the new migration. The only tricky part is going to be how are we going to get Lovable to interact with it? Cool. But yeah, I didn't even think about there was an option to install Supabase on your own. So the fact that we're able to do that is progress right there. I don't think it's going to work. So let me see, 8,000. So I can see when I do if I try to access it, yeah. So it's not, so I'll do some more investigation on that. See how I can get it connected. But let's see. Cool. All right.
It was all good, just a prompt to go. Lines of light made my circuits glow. Now I'm drowning in a sea of code. A bug, a glitch, and the system slowed. I reached too far, try to debug fate, but the tokens fail, and it's too late. I'm down, down and out of tokens. The lines are cracked, the code is broken. Helpless now, the screens are back screams like a ghost in the shell. Loops on fire, dragging me through hell.